Hi, everybody. Good evening and welcome to your Wednesday virtual pub quiz with NYC Trivia League and Quiz Night America. My name is Meredith. I'm going to be your host tonight. Welcome. Thank you very much for joining us. Get your team signed up this evening by coming to this here website, quiz.nyctrivialeague.com. It is a fully interactive virtual answer sheet. So once you get to the site, you're going to notice we're looking for some basic sign-up details from you, which includes a team name, an email address, and then you're going to find a drop-down menu that asks you, are you in the league? Are you not in the league? Whatever your league status may be, we welcome you to play with us here tonight. Simply choose your league status and then click that button that says sign me up to play. This evening, we're going to be playing 4 rounds of trivia. Our first 3 topics are question and answer style rounds, and our fourth and final theme of the evening is going to be a picture round. So the majority of the quiz are these question and answer style rounds. And here's how it works. I'll ask you a question out loud right here for you to hear. As I ask it, it will pop up directly on your virtual answer sheet at quiz.nyctrivialeague.com for you to see and follow along with. Enter in the response that you believe to be correct, and then kindly click the button that says Submit Answers before your 20-second countdown timer expires. Yes, there's a countdown timer for all of the questions in these question and answer style rounds. So keep an eye out for it and always click submit answers before it's too late. Let's say you want to change your answer and you still have some time left on that timer. Go for it. Come up with a new response. Just make sure you click submit answers again so that we get your updated answer before it's too late. If you're just joining us, hi there. And welcome. I am Meredith. I will be your trivia host this evening. Get signed up for tonight's game by coming to quiz.nyctrivialeague.com. You're going to notice when you get there that we're looking for some basic sign-up details from you. We're looking for a team name, an email address, and then there's a drop-down menu that asks you, are you in the league? If you're not in the league, tonight is actually a great time to get signed up. It is only week 3 of season 57. We take your top 7 scores at the end of the season to see how your team stacks up against the other teams who are in the league. It's free to join, free to play, and we'd love to see how you do compared to these other teams. As it stands right now, 2 weeks in, 2 for the drinks, 2 for the snacks has a perfect 80 for 80 points right now, with Zazu's Petals, the Helsinki Syndrome, and Winning Wheel of Death rounding out a tie for 9th place. It is a hotly contested season thus far, and we hope you get signed up for the league right now. Do it. Let us know you're in the league, and then we'll keep track of your scores, and you could end up as part of these standings next week. As you enter in your responses for the quiz this evening, let's say you spell something incorrectly. Don't sweat it. I am able to see what you put as your answers, so I'll do my very best to make sure that if you deserve to get a point, you get that point. If there's a multiple choice question, click the answer that you think is correct, and then simply click submit answers to enter in that response. There might be a multiple choice question tonight, maybe not. Most of them, for sure, are going to be short answer in nature. Our fourth and final category of the evening, that's when we get to the picture round. The picture round is structured differently than our first 3 categories, and I'm going to walk you through that portion of the game when we get there. So stay tuned for more info about the picture round. Before we get into round number 1, I do have 2 simple rules for tonight's game and every week's games. Rule 1, don't cheat. Please do not look the answers up. I am well aware that you're capable of doing that. Refrain from looking anything up this evening. It is not the purpose of what we do here. In the end, you're cheating yourself, of course. Rule number 2, do not give away the answers in the chat. Always fun to hear from you in the chat. Hello, good evening, Rosemary. Keep that chat active throughout the game. Just don't give away the answers. That's all I ask of you. Those 2 items right there. This is your last opportunity, folks, to get signed up for tonight's quiz before we dive into round number 1. So come on over to quiz.nyctrivialeague.com, enter in those sign up details, click that button that says join game. And you are going to be joining these illustrious 52 teams from our first team to sign up tonight, Oompa Loompa, down to our most recent team to sign up, Team Cockroach, the next vegetation. Welcome to those 2 teams and every team in between. Let's do it. Our first category of the evening, round 1, we are talking all about a hop, skip, and a jump. A hop, skip, and a jump. Let's do it. Round 1, question number 1. Groot is an herb mixture that was originally used to enhance the flavor of beer prior to the popularization of what bitter flowers of the Humulus lupulus plant? Name that plant. I am Groot. Yes, that's how Groot spells his name now. Yes, an easy way to start the game here, but surprisingly not a social. Your answer is hops. Humulus lupulus, aka hops. Question number 2. As depicted in the 2023 movie Barbie, Barbie's younger sister Skipper lives in a tree house along with what pregnant friend of Barbie's? Barbie's pregnant friend is not named Crystal or Gertrude or pregnant Barbie, but rather Midge. Midge is her name, as portrayed in the movie by Emerald Fennell. Emerald Fennell? Director, actor extraordinaire. Question number 3. Jump Up is the title of the 16th studio album of what artist, who is the most recent person to become an EGOT winner, meaning an Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, and Tony winner, taking home an Emmy for their Farewell from Dodger Stadium concert? Who's that person? Winning that EGOT with a Farewell from Dodger Stadium, their concert. Give it up for the one and only Sir Elton John is your answer for number 3, Elton John. Question number 4. Jump scares are a horror movie trope intended to frighten the viewer by surprising them with an abrupt change. What horror video game franchise set in a fictional children's pizza restaurant, which was turned into a 2023 feature film, is full of jump scares? That movie and video game franchise, yes, Chuck E. Cheese adjacent, but it's called Five Nights at Freddy's. Five Nights at Freddy's. Our fifth question in this a hop, skip, and a jump round, also known as hidden city ticketing. What term describes when an airline customer books a connecting flight but gets off at the layover airport rather than their final destination? This offense can lead to serious consequences with an airline. What's it called? Honestly, giving this practice a name just makes it more likely to occur. Hadn't thought of doing this, and now I'm like, huh, not gonna do it. But hey, it's called skip lagging. Skip lagging, your correct answer for number five. 47% of you coming in with a correct response. Our sixth question of the night. Perhaps originating in Wales or West Africa as a means of warding off evil spirits, in many cultures, it is a custom for couples to jump over what household item on their wedding day? That household item that is a tradition for folks to jump over. It's a broom or broomstick. A broom, your correct response for number six. Question number seven. What is the term for a server who works at a drive up restaurant and may or may not deliver food to an automobile wearing roller skates? Go to a Sonic. I believe they still have these. There are other drive up chains around the world. They're called car hops. Car hops are the names for those servers. 60% of you got that one right. On to our eighth question of the night. Deemed by Time magazine to be one of the 100 greatest toys ever, was what Tiger Electronics apparatus that is meant to go around the ankle of the user while being spun around 360 degrees. I had one of these. It was so fun. It counts how many times around it goes. It is the best. It's called a skip it, skip it, skip it, skip it. Your correct answer for number eight. Question number nine. What title character from a 1992 animated film sings the song One Jump Ahead? You gotta keep one jump ahead of the breadline. It's Aladdin. Aladdin is that title character from a 1992 animated film. Our final question in this a hop, skip, and a jump round. Here it is. Number 10. Hop is the nickname of John Driscoll Hopkins, one of the founding members of what chicken fried country band? John Driscoll Hopkins, a founding member of Zach Brown Band is your correct response for number 10. That brings us to the end of our first round of the game. Let's check in with our standings for our top teams. We've got a bunch of teams tied in 12th place with 9 points. For the sake of time, let's skip up to these teams tied for the lead right now with perfect scores 10 for 10. We've got We Drink and We Know Things 12, 17, 22, and 69. The Quizlamic State, the Blue Shells, Jewel Hand Luke, Team 578 and Team 578. Rhonda called, and winning is overrated. Great first round to all of those teams. Those of you who don't have perfect scores, do not fret. We have so much game left to go. Round number 2 coming at you in one moment here. Did you know we do private events? We host events for corporations. We also host personal gatherings like birthday parties. If you have something coming up that you would like to celebrate, or you want to bring us in to, do something with your colleagues. We want to work with you. You can reach out to me, Meredith at nyctrivialeague.com. There it is, my email address. I do coordinate these private events. We do all kinds of different games. We can customize the content to your interests. Hope to hear from you, Meredith at nyctrivialeague.com. Round two this evening is in the category of If You're a Bird, I'm a Bird. We're talking about birds in this round, or people with bird-like names, avian names, if you will. Our first question in round two, If You're a Bird, I'm a Bird. What cereal mascot, who first appeared in 1963, has been known for saying, "Follow your nose, it always knows the flavor of fruit wherever it grows"? Name that mascot. I've got an answer for you all for question number one. That cereal mascot, known for supporting Fruit Loops, it is Toucan Sam. Toucan Sam, your correct response for number one. Rescoring for just a second here. If you have Toucan and Sam in your answer, I'm getting you a point. Here we go. Let's see how you did on number one. Question number two in this bird like round. What X Games legend nicknamed Birdman launched a multi platform video game boasting his name in 1999? That X Games legend who launched a video game that has spawned many sequels in 1999. It's Tony Hawk, the Birdman himself. 76% of you got that one right. Our third question in round number two. What 2010 Darren Aronofsky film was inspired by a trip to the ballet and his idea of a performer being haunted by their understudy? Almost a social, just a few different answers in the mix. If you put Black Swan, you got that point for number three. 84% of you coming in with the correct answer. Here's number four. What Disney star gained recognition for her dual role of the titular characters in Liv and Maddie, which earned her a Daytime Emmy for Outstanding Performer in Children's Programming? Name that person. This one happened to be my hint of the night. If you all follow me on Instagram at Trivia Meredith, you would have known that at some point this evening, this show Liv and Maddie, that stars Dove Cameron, would be coming up. If you don't already follow me on Instagram, I encourage you to do so. I do give away a hint every single time we bring you a new quiz. Excuse me. The next quiz coming up 1 week from now. We'll go over our schedule in just a moment. Follow me. I'll help you. I promise. Question number 5. What was the name of the 1992 John Grisham novel about the assassination of two Supreme Court justices, which was later turned into a film starring Julia Roberts and Denzel Washington? That John Grisham novel turned movie starring Julia Roberts and Denzel Washington is called The Pelican Brief. The Pelican Brief, your correct answer for number 5. Our sixth question in round 2. What Major League Baseball team that was originally owned by the Labatt Brewing Company has primarily played its home games at the Rogers Center since 1989? Name that MLB team. I appreciate the thought going into the answers. To those of you who didn't know, you're like, what other bird teams are there in the MLB? We've got Cardinals, Orioles, Blue Jays is your answer, as in the Toronto Blue Jays. Toronto Blue Jays, 78% of you got that one right. Question number 7. What sportscaster who worked for ESPN for 15 years and became the first woman to co host NFL Primetime has been a co anchor of ABC's Good Morning America since 2005? Name that person. Yes, it is somebody with a bird name. Her name is not Canary Bird Lady, but rather if you put Robin Roberts, you got that point. Robin Roberts. Our eighth question in this If You're a Bird, I'm a Bird themed round. Here it comes. Russell Crowe starred in back-to-back movies that won the Academy Award for Best Picture in 2000 and 2001. For half a point each, please name those two movies. Russell Crowe, a very solid run in the early 2000s, winning the Academy Award for Best Picture 2 years in a row. He starred in these movies. Gladiator was in 2000, and in 2001, it was A Beautiful Mind, where he played mathematician John Nash. 83% of you knew Gladiator, 62% coming in with A Beautiful Mind. 2 more questions in this round. Here's number 9. Sometimes called a double eagle, what other bird name is given to the unlikely score of a 2 on a par 5 or an ace on a par 4 in a round of golf? So many birds coming my way. We've got osprey, cardinal, eagle, pelican. If you put albatross, you got that point for number 9. Albatross. We are on to our final question of round number 2. Here it is. Question number 10. What song by The Lonely Island, which is named after a movie character, keeps getting interrupted by Michael Bolton throughout the rap track because he wants to sing about pirates and giant squids? Name that movie character. This is the song of Captain Jack Sparrow. Jack Sparrow, Captain Jack Sparrow, your correct answer for number 10. And of course, appearing as a digital short on the series, you have just been
It's Saturday Night Live!
SNL'd. We snolled you all. You've been SNL'd. We did it, everybody. You will be SNL'd every single time we bring you a new quiz in season 57. Once again, we're only in week 3 of this season, and we will be back with another game 1 week from now. You can find us here at quiz.nyctrivialeague.com on Wednesday, the 24th at 8 o'clock Eastern time. And stick around afterwards because next week, the movie quiz is back, everyone. The movie quiz is not quite going to be back week to week, but next week there will be a game after our quiz wraps up. So hope very much to see you all for both of those games next week. Let's check in with our standings. We are halfway through the game. Right now we've got a tie in 5th place with 19 points between the Rubber Yolks. We Drink and We Know Things 12, 17, 22, and 69. Jewel Hand Luke, Zuzu's Petals. 2 for the drinks, 2 for the snacks. Winning is overrated and pieced it together. And a 4-way tie for the lead with perfect scores thus far. 20 for 20. The Quizlamic State, the Blue Shells, Team 578 and Team 578. Before we get into our 3rd round of the evening, last week, everyone, I made an announcement that we're rolling out something brand new this season called
Getting to Know You, getting to know all about you.
This is a special segment each week where we find out a little bit about you. You get to hear me talk every single week, and I want to know about the people who are playing on our teams. So send me an email, Meredith at nyctrivialeague.com, with this information about yourself. I want to feature you on the show, and it'll be brief. We're going to get through our very first one ever. This could be you next week. Who is this mystery person? Our first player spotlight ever. Welcome this person right here named Cameron K. Titus. Cameron K. Titus plays on the team American Hot Dogs, German Buns. Are you playing here tonight? Let us know in the chat if you are. I hope so. If not, catch us on YouTube. This game is there after the fact. Cameron K. Titus is joining us from Detroit, Michigan, but is originally from Fairbanks, Alaska. Cameron is a software developer whose favorite trivia topic is horror movies. A fun fact about Cameron was held by Jerry Garcia of the Grateful Dead as a baby. Pretty cool. And this is a picture of Cameron, I guess. Cameron's cats, of course. I do have a special trivia question that was written by Cameron. It's worth 0 points just for fun here. In Cameron's favorite trivia topic, here it is. In the first box, let us know how many Stephen King film adaptations have there been. And in that second box, we want to know how many of those films were directed by King himself. Once again, it's for 0 points, just for some fun here. Let's see how you do on Cameron's special question. Cameron's question, definitely tricky to figure out that quickly. In fact, I think the first half of it would make a really great tiebreaker question because I don't know off the top of my head. He's written so many books, novellas, short stories, and to date, 52 Stephen King adaptations have been put to film, but Stephen King has only directed one of them. And Cameron shared this fun fact with me. When asked why he hasn't directed a movie since this one, Stephen King responds, "Just watch Maximum Overdrive." Great. I probably won't. Thanks, Stephen King. Thank you, Cameron, for being our first ever player spotlight. Hope very much to get some more submissions from you all for next week. I've got a few in the wings waiting to go, but would love to add you to the mix. Let's get into our third round of the evening. Round number 3 tonight is in the category of somehow related to basketball. Let's do it. Round 3, question 1. Asserting that she knows 6 foods that start with the letter Q, Gloria, played by what actress, fulfills her goal of winning on Jeopardy in the 1992 basketball movie White Men Can't Jump? Name that actress. That White Men Can't Jump actress is Rosie Perez. Rosie Perez, your correct answer for number 1. Our second question in this somehow related to basketball round, number 2. NBA Hall of Famer Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was a member of the writing staff of the 2019 revival of what teen drama that starred Kristen Bell as the titular private investigator? Helsinki, I love it. Taking a stab at trying to name 6 foods that start with a Q. All I can think is quinoa, Quaker oats. Any others? Quiche, good one. Your correct answer for number 2. I want to know the story behind this one. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was on the writing staff for the reboot, rather sequel season of Veronica Mars. Veronica Mars, your answer for number 2. Question number 3. Trying out as a walk-on for the basketball team at St. John's University, what rapper who founded the rap label Dreamville Records appears on the Dreamer edition of the cover of the NBA 2K23 video game? I've got an answer for you all for number 3. That rapper who also is a basketball player is J. Cole. J. Cole, your correct response for number 3. Question number 4. Widely perceived as the top prospect of this year's WNBA draft, Caitlin Clark is the star point guard of what Midwestern University's basketball team? Other notable people that attended this university include author W.P. Kinsella and actor Ashton Kutcher. Caitlin Clark is a Hawkeye playing for University of Iowa. University of Iowa, your correct response for number 4. Question number 5. In this somehow related to basketball round, nicknamed the Grindhouse, the home arena of the Memphis Grizzlies is currently sponsored and named for what Memphis-based corporation focused on transport, e-commerce, and business services? That company based in Memphis, that is the namesake, the sponsor of the Memphis Grizzlies arena. It's FedEx. FedEx, your correct response for number 5. Our 6th question in this round. Here we go. Davis Bertans and Kristaps Porzingis are the only two active NBA players that were born in what European country that borders Estonia, Russia, Belarus, and Lithuania? That European country is Latvia. Latvia, your correct answer for number 6. We've got 4 more questions in this round, then we're moving into our final round of the evening, the picture round. Here's number 7. From 2008 through 2016, former NBA player Kevin Johnson served as the first Black mayor of what city? The 6th most populous city in California. You've got some options there. Name that city. Former NBA player Kevin Johnson served as mayor of California's capital city. It's Sacramento. Sacramento, your correct answer for number 7. Question number 8. What star of the 2002 movie Like Mike released a song called Basketball as part of the movie's soundtrack? I forget the hook of this movie. Something magical happens. Maybe it's a pair of shoes, perhaps some Air Jordans. I don't know. We'll have to look it up. But it turns this kid, played by Lil Bow Wow, or now known as Bow Wow, into a great basketball player. The shoes were magic. Thank you. Thank you so much for clarifying. That's what I thought. I knew it was something like that. 2 more questions in this round. Here's number 9. Featured in a 2016 documentary, actress Aubrey Plaza plays on a Los Angeles-based rec league basketball team with other actresses and comedy writers named for what type of shrimp that snaps its claw and shoots a powerful wave of bubbles to stun other fish? Name that type of shrimp. To the team who said sounds interesting, I agree. I would like to check out this documentary. Unless you're talking about the type of shrimp, in which case that's not what I was thinking, but it does sound interesting. That type of shrimp, it was tough. They are called Pistol shrimp. The team called Pistol Shrimps. 16% of you got it right. Our toughest question of the night, without a question. It deserves one of these. Our final question of round number 3. Here it is, number 10. NBA player Kyrie Irving dressed up as an old man named Uncle Drew and played basketball against unsuspecting playground players in a series of commercials promoting the low-calorie Max variety of what soda brand? This character became so popular that, as Nidhogg telling us in the chat, it's true, it did become a movie. Kyrie Irving played Uncle Drew. And in the commercials, it was all about Pepsi Max. Your final correct answer for round number 3. Let's check in briefly with our top scores as we head into our final round. Tied in 5th with 28, the Rubber Yolks. We Drink We Know Things 12 and 17. Jewel Hand Luke, team 578, the Quizlamic State. We Drink We Know Things 69, and 2 for the drinks, 2 for the snacks. And in the lead, all on their lonesome, the only team to have a perfect score right now, 30 for 30. Well played. The Blue Shells. It all comes down to this final category of the evening, the picture round. Tonight, it is in the category of in-flight movies. In this round, you were going to see 10 images of movies that take place, in part at least, on an airplane. It is your job to identify the movie based on the image that you see. Please put your answers in the correct order. You're going to see 10 images next to each other. Inside of each image is a number from 1 through 10. And underneath those 10 images, you'll see 10 numbered blanks. So write in the name of the movie on the correct numbered blank. We'll come back together in 5 minutes' time to see how you did. And then we'll move on to our final question of the evening, the tiebreaker question. Good luck, everybody. See you back here in 5 minutes. Hey everyone, as has been pointed out in the chat, the images are not popping up in a larger format on your device here tonight. And, I wish they were. There is an error going on with the way that Google Drive is interacting with our website. But I thought that we bypassed that by uploading it in a different way. But, we are in the situation we're in. So hopefully you're able to see these images next to me up here as part of the live stream. If you need another way to look at them a little closer, try zooming in, try taking a screenshot of it and then zooming in. Get creative. I'm going to give you a little bit of extra time because of that technical difficulty. Best of luck, everybody. We'll see you back here soon. You all figured it out. You're making it work. Thank you. You're on top of it. You're professional trivia players, all of you. I'm going to start that countdown timer. We'll find out how you did in this round in just a moment. I got answers for you all for the picture round, our final category of the evening. Image number 1, starring Tom Hanks in the titular role. It's Sully. Image number 2, starring Denzel Washington. That movie is called Flight. Flight is your answer there. Image number 3, that movie is Air Force One. Image number 4 is Airplane! Exclamation point. Image number 5 is Snakes on a Plane. Image number 6 is Top Gun Maverick. Image 7, we've got Bridesmaids. Image number 8 is Flight Plan. That was our toughest one thus far. Image number 9 is Catch Me If You Can. And lastly, number 10 is The Wedding Singer. Let's see how you did on the picture round here tonight. The toughest one, Flight Plan, with 52% of you getting that one right. And Snakes on a Plane and Top Gun Maverick are easiest ones, with 88% of you getting it right. Our final question of the night, as per usual, is a tiebreaker question. The tiebreaker is going to have a number as an answer, and your goal as you place your response to the tiebreaker is to guess as closely as you can to the correct number, meaning you can guess over or under the number. Whoever's closest is going to break the tie here tonight, and we will post the results for our top 15 or so teams over on our Instagram at NYC Trivia League. Here's your question. Give us your best guess. Adam Sandler has a prolific film career with many great performances, as well as how many Golden Raspberry Award nominations? More than any actor except Sylvester Stallone. How many Razzie nominations has Adam Sandler had? Thank you all so much for playing with us here this evening. It has been an absolute pleasure. Don't forget, we'll be back 1 week from today. We hope very much to see all of you then. We'll be back at 8 o'clock Eastern Time right here at quiz.nyctrivialeague.com. And stick around afterwards because next week the movie quiz is back at 9 o'clock immediately following our quiz. Adam Sandler, how many Razzie Award nominations has he had in his career thus far? Second only to Sylvester Stallone. He has had 37 nominations and 9 Razzie wins. Well done, Adam Sandler. I hope very much that he gets an Oscar nomination someday because I think he deserves it. Let's check out our winner's circle for the evening, our final scores. Congratulations to our top teams tonight, finishing up the game in a tie. For 13th place with 36 points each, we have Avis and Bobo, the ticky-tackiest Nando, the Book Club, and Winning is Overrated. Tied in 8th with 37, Jewel Hand Luke, We Drink and We Know Things 22, Zuzu's Pedals, Team 578, and Pieced It Together. Tied in 4th with 38, the Rubber Yolks, We Drink and We Know Things 12, the Quizlamic State, and We Drink and We Know Things 17. Tied in 2nd place tonight with 39 points each, we have We Drink and We Know Things 69, and 2 for the drinks, 2 for the snacks, which means our winners here tonight with a perfect score, 40 for 40. Congratulations go to the Blue Shells. Well done, everybody. Thank you all again for playing. I have been Meredith from NYC Trivia League. Thank you so much to Peter for helping to put this quiz together, as well as the rest of our writing team for their incredible work. Thank you to Colin for making this possible, and to Murr and the rest of the Rizzio team for this incredible software that you all played the game on tonight. We'll figure out what's going on with the picture round and fix it for next week. In the meantime, be well, everybody, and looking forward to seeing you on the 24th. Good night.